And because we don't recognize God as creator, we do not recognize God's created order. We don't recognize God's created order in terms of men and women. We don't recognize his created order in terms of marriage. We don't recognize his created order, sexuality, or anything else. We do not recognize God. Therefore, God gave them up in the lust of their hearts to impurity, to the dishonoring of their bodies among themselves, because they exchanged the truth about God for a lie and worshiped and served the creature rather than the creator, who is blessed forevermore. Amen. That's not homosexuality. That's the sexual revolution. The sexual revolution precedes the homosexual devolution. First, it's sex without God's restraints. That's where you start first. First, it's the revolution of birth control so that we can separate sex from childbirth, which means we can separate sex from marriage. And it becomes a free-for-all. Becomes a free-for-all. And then that free-for-all, what we end up doing is severing an essential part of the relationship between men and women and replacing it with a flimsy substitute. Verse 26, for this reason, God gave them up to dishonorable passions, for their women exchanged natural relations for those that are contrary to nature. And the men likewise gave up natural relations with women and were consumed with passion for one another, men committing shameless acts with men and receiving in themselves the due penalty of their error. That's the next phase. So, right? Phase one, there is no God. We break off our bonds. Phase two, there's this sexual revolution. We don't recognize marriage or the constraints around the sexual relationship. We break down the male-female relationship as it's intended to be. Phase three, now there are dishonorable passions. We break down the whole male-female construct. And now the final phase. And since they did not see fit to acknowledge God, God gave them up to a debased mind to do what ought not to be done. That one, you just take it as far as you can, as far as the devious human mind can go. And we haven't seen the end of it.